All right, so it's official. The Raiders have zeroed in on Clint Kubiak. He will be most likely 95% hired after the Super Bowl. He's going to be coaching Fernando Mendoza. This is a great pairing. This is kind of the pairing that I would have decided on. Okay, for the Raiders, I think it is perfect. You get a guy that his dad called plays forever, Gary Kubiak. And Clint has been through it. He worked for the 49ers and, was there with Brock Purdy and Sam Darnold for quite a long time. He went to New Orleans, and it was a poor situation there with Derek Carr, and he had a couple of good play calling games, but it was kind of like Josh Grizzard where he completely fell off. He had a bad year last year in New Orleans. Now, people can point to the personnel, and I kind of understand that, but this has really been the first year that he's, been balling. And ironically, now for Sam Darnold, he might win a Super Bowl, but now the play caller is gone. And you saw how dysfunctional the Seahawks were with Ryan Grubb, so I have no idea who Seattle can go and get. Maybe they can get the brother of Clint Kubiak and keep it in the family and get Clay Kubiak. So, was with Denver. I'm looking at this in 2022, and he was with the Minnesota Vikings with Kevin Stefanski a very long time, so helped call plays for Kirk Cousins as well. And then his father, of course, was, 2016 to 2018 was Gary Kubiak. So, this guy's a solid guy. Now, the downside to Clint Kubiak is that, he's kind of a quiet guy. So in terms of leading a team in an organization, he's quiet. Like, you're going to need to have some real alphas on the defensive side of the ball help lead it. And same with Fernando Mendoza. But for Mendoza, this West Coast passing scheme is kind of like Jared Goff and Sean McVay. So this is awesome for Brock Bowers. This is awesome for Ashton Jeanty because the Kubiaks, you're going to like to run the football. This is great for Fernando Mendoza. This is incredible. In fact, like Kubiak should forward Mendoza the playbook immediately. We don't have to go through the whole song and dance for damn television revenue of the NFL draft. Like, the Raiders should immediately start getting this all set up. This is amazing for the Raiders. They've lucked into Mendoza's incredible. They've lucked into Mendoza, and he's a really, really good quarterback prospect. And Clint won the job. And frankly, you need a great play caller. This is going to be a partnership that's going to be phenomenal. You even look at Bo Nix and Sean Payton. Sean Payton's getting older. Andy Reid's older. Jim Harbaugh's older. The Raiders in about 3 years can probably be the best team in that division. As crazy as it sounds, it's as low as the Raiders are, but with all these coaches like in their mid-60s, like the Raiders now have the young up-and-comer, and the Chiefs are going to be making some transitions. The Chargers in a little while probably are going to be making transition, and they lose Jesse Minter, so and then you have Bo Nix. Let's see how he comes back from injury. Or if you're Denver, like you should just hire Davis Webb as the coach in waiting after Sean Payton. This is a great hire. Again, like, he's a solid play caller. So now you got one of the guys in the West Coast tree that's really, sought after. The work he did with Darnold, his experience is fantastic. He's very qualified for this position. Let's check his exact age. 38 years old, young but an old soul. I'll say that about Clint Kubiak. It sucks for Seattle. This sucks. They're going to need to hire like Clay Kubiak probably. All the good offensive coordinators are all gone. So what is John Schneider and Mike McDonald going to do? You got to hire some West Coast guy for Darnold, because Darnold would have bad OC. Like, Darnold's had Kevin O'Connell and Clint Kubiak the past couple of years. So that's the reason. That's like a huge reason why Sam is successful. Like, Sam's a good quarterback, but a good quarterback needs a good play caller. You see what a bad play caller does. Or you see what a failing offensive staff does. Look at Tampa, look at the Eagles. So Man, oh man, what a crazy, crazy Sunday. I just recorded like 4 videos that are going to be up on the channel. And then the Arizona Cardinals, like these dominoes just happened like that. They end up hiring a coach as well, Mike LaFleur. So we'll talk about that as well.